Okay, welcome back. We are diving right into Nordic Games. It's THQ Nordic. It's the same company. They kind of, I don't understand this, but they do kind of bounce back and forth. Oh, that's right. I apologize. So it's actually Gunfire Games they're the developers. Nordic THQ are the publishers. I apologize to Gunfire Games. So it was. I remember how this goes now, and the reason it's not important. Forget it. Darksiders II Definitive Edition. So, let me go ahead and erase my old save. The fact that I still had an old save is a little insane. So, if Darksiders 1 was a third-person spectacle fighter, I think probably using that incorrectly. Action-adventure, that's better. Action-adventure game a la Legend of Zelda. What is Darksiders 2? Yeah.
There can be no life without order. Good, evil, darkness, light. There must be balance in the universe. Such is the decree of the Charred Council, an ancient body charged by the Creator to preserve the very fabric of existence. But the balance has been broken. Even now, Earth smolders in ruin, fallen to the demon lords, and the Destroyer carves a new kingdom amongst his mighty chosen. Some say the Horsemen War triggered the apocalypse, that he rode to Earth unbidden and doomed all of mankind. But what of the other Horsemen, fearless enforcers of the Council's will? What of fury, strife, and death? To know those names, you must first know another. Nephilim, cursed union of angel and demon. The Nephilim took countless realms of the sword and burned them to ash. But 4 amongst them grew weary of the slaughter and feared their conquest would imperil the balance. And so a truce was made. The 4 would serve the Council in exchange for unimaginable power. Thus were the dreaded Horsemen formed, and the Riders' first task was to purge their own brethren from creation, to annihilate the Nephilim and destroy their souls. Let us now cast our gaze to one amongst the 4, not War, who lies chained at the Council's feet, professing his innocence, but one who would save his brother above all else. He has many names: Kinslayer, Executioner, Death. To bargain for war's freedom, Death swore that he would resurrect humanity. But he knew not how this might be done. And so Death rode forth into the icy veil to find the Keeper of Secrets.
All right, big change from the first one. We start off with a horse. Despair. Okay, so I was wrong. It's Ruin, Rampage, Despair, and we don't actually learn the name of the strife source, at least not in the games. I'm gonna check the audio real quick and see what the options say. Oh, no wonder. That should be much better. But you already see the heads-up display is very different. A little less busy, but at the same time, very different. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this word. Words are hard, okay? Yep. Where the first game is an action-adventure game, the sequel is an action RPG. With all the trappings that come with it. At least, so... weapons, armor, gadgets, skill points. Like the first game, it has a secondary weapon you can equip. So, where War is a powerhouse, he's not the most dangerous horseman. Death is the most dangerous horseman, without question. Thankfully, finally, we have hit points. Also, you want to see how death opens chests? Yeah. We'll get to that. He is, in some ways, slower than me. But also more agile. This is a looter action RPG. So, yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this one. And we're gonna be dead sick of it by the time this is over. Like War, Death doesn't do fall damage. He is significantly more agile, which is a nice change. Because Death moves better than War does. Alright, let's... one button. Let's check the inventory. A hammer. And new boots.
As I have seen.
And like in Soul Reaver 2, it starts out with a crazy old man. And that was the real death. Shit. Missed my jump. I want to say those walls serve next to no purpose, because all you do is run to the wooden post and then you keep going. This place has seen better days. Death can do ninja crap.
Leave this place!
Oops. And while death takes similar penalty damage for falling off cliffs, first of all, he has a better reason for surviving, and he doesn't take nearly as much damage as War does. Wake up. Kill you now. So, there's not just the basic combo. Like in the first game, you can buy combo upgrades, scythe throws, that kind of thing. Death will always have his primary weapon as a scythe, but he gets heavy secondary weapons, mostly axes, hammers, stuff that allows you to do... Actually, that's not true. You can also get things like gauntlets, which are much faster. I gotta remember that the... Yeah. We can do a hammer if we really want to, but I'm not inclined because there's no point. I'm mumbling again, sorry. All in all, that feels much more fluid to play than War does. Not to say War felt bad to play, it's just Death doesn't do the chunky, stompy boot power slab of meat that War is.
Voices. Always voices. Torment without end.
Keeper of secrets, I need your help.
I helped you once before, Horseman. Look at me now. How I cursed that day. How I curse you.
Careful, Crowfather. I'm not here to put you out of your misery. Not yet.
I know why you've come. Your brother, the one called War, he's been imprisoned by the Charred Council and awaits their judgment for dooming the Earth, for mankind's extinction. Why should I care about your brother's fate?
Because you know the truth. Your secrets can save him.
The Council will condemn War. Strip him of power, let him rot in oblivion, to hide the truth. My secrets cannot prove his innocence, Horseman.
No, but they can help me to erase the crime.
Bring mankind back from extinction. Madness.
If it's madness, then who better to show me the way?
Should a way exist, you will find it here.
The Tree of Life. Let me pass.
Not yet. That which you gave me, you will take it back.
In exchange for its secrets, you agreed to keep the amulet.
No. The voices, they curse and threaten without end. They cry to return. You must destroy it!
I cannot.
You annihilated their flesh. Why do you guard their souls?
Open the portal.
You will not pass while I live.
So be it.
Here your brethren are trapped in eternal torment. Do you wish to join them? And what of War? Would you kill your brother to save your precious balance?
He is innocent.
Are you so certain?
Oh, hey, buddy. Haven't seen you in a little while. Unlike War, Death does not have a block.
Open the portal. Your secrets die with you, old fool.
My secrets, but not yours. The uncountable worlds of our universe swirl in an endless abyss. Many worlds ravaged by time or conflict are swallowed by the abyss, returned to the nothingness from which they were formed. But others linger for eternity on the brink of annihilation, that creation might be balanced with destruction. And in the final moment of battle, death was banished to one such world, in the autumn of its life, yet not far from the edge of darkness. Had death been sent to his doom? That answer would be found in the horseman's future, and in his past.
Be still, horseman. You are wounded.
Don't touch me.
Your arrival here is a bad omen. Yes, it troubles me greatly.
Old one, there's more trouble ahead if you don't start making sense. Where is the tree of life?
Life? This world is dying, lad. Choking on chaos and corruption. We can do little to stop it. Soon, the great tree too shall perish, and with it, the last of my people. Is that not what brought you here, Pale Rider?
I seek the tree. Your chaos and corruption don't concern me.
It might.
It seems they do concern you.
Yeah, shit.
You fight well, but this corruption can't be beaten with a blade. Seek out the Forged Sister. Ask her about the fire of the mountain. Help her, and she will help you reach the tree. As for me, I must return to my work.
And who are you to command a rider?
I am a maker, older than even the Charred Council. These hands have laid the foundations for many worlds. But that was long ago, and now they but hardly know the touch of stone.
Are you not curious as to why I seek the tree?
I would not presume to question one of the four, but yes, tell me.
I must restore humanity, to redeem war.
Heaven and hell battle upon the shattered earth. All creation trembles, and at the center of it all stands your brother.
He is innocent.
I never said he wasn't. The tree holds power over life and death. If you would resurrect humanity, then you are headed in the right direction. Be warned. A dark presence dwells now within the tree, and the path is barred by corruption.
Okay. So, other
Fight
than
fast, death. My realm teeters on a precipice.
Woo. Yeah, we now can upgrade all our... Every time we level up, we get to upgrade our powers. I have some new stuff. He's got a snazzy belt to go with those new boots. Okay. So this is... You'll see a lot of this because this is the theme of the game. Is battling the corruption. And we will find out what the corruption is not too far in the future. But... I'm going to guarantee you there's a question. Anybody who watched the end of the first game? Why did War not die when he was stabbed through the back? Because that should have been a fatal blow, especially with the Armageddon blade. And the answer to that question, some of you can guess, is actually answered at the end of this game. Hello.
The Reaper. It's about time you came. The Makers are dying, and our realm. We few are all that remain.
A warrior's life is never easy, old one.
Aye, not easy, but simple. I always saw my end with blade in hand, a field of enemy dead before me.
And what glorious end awaits you hiding behind these gates?
You cannot fight corruption, nor can you harm it. You can only kill those it has claimed. Every blow I strike against corruption is a blow against my own people. Muse on that, Ryder, before you mark me as a coward.
So, Ulthane, and he actually may be here. Ulthane is, they call him Old Ones. But Ulthane is a maker. And this is the home of the makers, which is dying. It should tell you what kind of state the universe of Darksiders is in. The corruption comes from... is not natural. It shouldn't be part of the universe. I forget what this is. It's a delivery, something... There was a way to send, like, other players' messages. There was... I think there was supposed to be some sort of... like, multiplayer aspect. But anyway.
Maker's beard. The rumors are true. A horseman in the Forge lands. The name's Alia, and that's my brother Valis. We are the keepers of this forge. Though I reckon that means less now than once it did.
This is a Maker's Forge?
Nay, the Maker's Forge is lost to us. Silenced by the hands of corruption. But in its depths we once crafted the dark towers of hell and the cities of heaven.
Now you make trinkets?
And you, one of the four, now seek the aid of the Makers? I guess we've all fallen from high places.
I came here seeking the tree, and your elder speaks of fire. What is it?
Aye, the fire of the mountain, the Stonefather's blood. It once flowed into our forge, as did the tears. Both imbued our craft with incredible power, the heart and the soul of stone. But corruption has taken them, and now our forge is silent.
Why does this concern me?
The way to the tree is lost, barred by corruption. You can no more leave this place than we. Restore our forge, and the tree can be reached.
I don't follow your reasoning.
We are makers, not warriors. But we are not without our weapons. Before the forge was lost, we crafted a mighty creature of soul and stone. A colossus to fight this corruption. But to awaken him requires a maker's key. And we need our forge to craft one. Will you help us?
Man of no words, your brother.
But hardly silent. His voice is the ring of the hammer and the roar of the white flame.
Yes, he works while you talk. What is this cauldron?
A temple built in the shadow of Stonefather's Peak. There, the fire of the mountain was harnessed and passed into our forge. Ride east of town, ride through the charred pass, and towards the cindery peak of the Stonefather. There, you will find the cauldron.
I may have need of a blade.
Is your need greater than ours, horseman? I think not. We fight for the survival of our realm and our kin. Prove worthy, and mayhaps we can do business.
In other words, come back
Fare thee well, rider.
when you've completed half the quest. Now there's somebody else over here. One more thing I want to talk about. It's the crystal pendant that is now embedded in Death's torso.
Damn you.
We've been awaiting your arrival, horseman. Your shadow has long hovered over this realm.
Holy
Many
chesticles.
know the Reaper, Old One, but I don't know you.
We are the builders of this world, but corruption seethes at its heart and destroys in days what we shaped over eons. Adar does his best to soothe our pain, but our souls yearn for only one comfort: death. We are without hope. Horseman, do you ever doubt your future?
No.
So one like yourself would set out to change a fate that displeases him. That is a long and dangerous path, even for Death himself.
How is that your concern, Shaman?
Only that I am skilled at crafting talismans. If you gather the proper materials and return them to me, I'll make a potent talisman to aid you on your journey.
What do you require?
Stalker's bone, mordant dew, and carven stone. It is not a simple charm.
Where can I find them?
Somewhere in the Forge lands. I rarely leave Tristone, but that pup Khan is always out exploring. He can tell you more, no doubt.
Tell me, Shaman, what is corruption?
I only know what I fear it to be. That corruption is hate given life, and that hate does not come from trees or stones, but from ourselves.
You despair, Old One, and yet raise life from the earth.
I am a shaman, bound to this task even as our days darken. We are as the vines, coming to root, then to flower, and then to decay, dropping seeds upon the dust. A circle everlasting. I cannot stop it, nor can I stop you.
Tell me more about the Tree of Life.
The forest around the tree has been corrupted. It hungers. You cannot reach the tree, not with breath still in you.
Right, that's enough of that. We'll come back to her. So when you go to talk to people, if they give you a blue option, it means there's a quest. Something or more accurately, something you can do that will give you a reward. In this case, fighting, is it Thane? Yeah. The warrior maker. If we beat him, I think we get a talisman and some experience. However, he's going to kick our butts up and down this arena because we are not currently at full strength or even close to it. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. The shards in Death's chest are from the talisman that Death was given by the Charred Council to seal the souls of the Nephilim.
Horseman, you'll find not that way, but trouble.
Do what you must for your kin, Old One. For mine, I ride to the cauldron.
Well, if you fancy your corruption waist deep, that's as good a place as any. You know, there's a reason this gate is here. And if you were a friend, I wouldn't let you pass. But then, who is friend to death?
Have you wisdom to share, or was it long since knocked loose in battle?
Wisdom ain't like teeth. I've plenty left. Enough to stay clear of the cauldron. The ancients filled it with right nasty traps. But one so clever as yourself will surely elude them.
Alright, so now you can throw your sickles like That. It's essentially a dodge counter for like, but yeah,
May the
that's
makers
exactly what it
forge
is. Actually,
like
now that I think about it. So the fact that when back to the amulet. So the amulet was given to the Crow Father in exchange so he could ask the Nephilim questions, and they drove him mad. Poor stupid bastard. But they attack Death like he's he owes them money. Hello. Okay, they changed the down button. Boatman coins. And I think it's less to do with Soul finding Soul and more to do with, oh look, it's Death, let's hurt him. Because obviously the Nephilim have a reason to hate the Horsemen altogether. But they weren't quite thorough. And Despair pretty much looks exactly what you expect Pale Horse to look like. Okay, so we've got something bomb activated that way, so we're going to go the other way. Mint green fire. Okay. And we can just keep... I think if we use up all the stamina, I think we actually get thrown off. And welcome to the first optional puzzle. Death doesn't seem to have the same vertical leap that War did. Nope, nothing there. Looking for a way. This might be useful. Well, let me climb this. Yes and no. I'm just trying to figure out if there's any way for me to get there at the moment. I don't think so. I think we need one more. I need an upgrade of some sort. Death is going to do that a lot. Unfortunately. Then again, I might have been going in the wrong direction. Oh, that's right. I don't have the key for the store.
Locked.
Hear that trampling sound? Like War, Death doesn't do fall damage. Death also doesn't open his own doors. Death is I think the only horseman that just kind of casually abuses his Wraith form, or his Havoc form. I guess it's Wraith. For him, it's Wraith form. This is a time climbing puzzle. It's not that hard. That looks like a teleporter. Or a portal gun thingy. You know what I mean. Turn. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Yeah. So that's going to have to be a... We'll come back to that kind of thing. Because we're supposed to use the... Key? Hey look, a key. Opens one door. Open up. In case you're wondering, yes, there is a lot of Legend of Zelda influence in this one as well. And there you are. That's... We're really not leveled for this. Like that. So, level 5, we're level 2. Fighting... The problem is, it's a boss monster, for lack of a... Yeah, it's a low-level boss. Which means it has a lot more health, it does a ton more damage. So, we'll come back. Wait, is that... It is... It's our old friend. Hello, Vulgrim.
Over here. Greetings, horseman, and welcome. I've been expecting you.
Vulgrim. What brings you crawling out of the shadows?
I wouldn't want to lose my most valuable customer. Not to what lurks at the edge of shadows. So here I am, to offer my wares.
Do you know that I don't? I'm not here by choice, demon.
I merely followed the trail of carnage. Your blades are as sharp as ever. Even still, I may be able to help you. I carry things others would frown upon. Go on, take a look. You won't be disappointed. Fresh merchandise.
So he has random crap boxes, and you can sell the inventory you're not using. I think there's also supposed to be a way to, like, mark.
A bug.
Also, we got ourselves a new weapon.
Another time, demon.
Until then, perhaps you'll grant me a small indulgence. There are pages missing from the Book of the Dead. I believe many lie along your path. If you bring them to me, your reward will be substantial.
And so will be my damnation.
I think there's like 100 pages missing from the Book of the Dead. This is what I was talking about. We got ourselves some new gloves. New beaten gloves. And those are your collectibles for the game. There's the Book of the Dead pages. They're kind of scattered all over the place. I don't remember if they actually show up on the map or not. It doesn't really matter. And usually they're in hard to find places. I like the fists. They do a lot of damage very quickly. I can't get that right now. And I think it's every 10 pages you bring Volgrim, you get some sort of reward, be it, I think it's equipment. I think he actually gives you legendary pieces of equipment, which is good. Legendary pieces of equipment are great. They're special in the fact that they level up with you like War's equipment does. Which in this game is actually... It's not as excruciatingly slow. The rule for Souls-like applies pretty much for Darksiders 2. Never dodge straight back. Always dodge to the side or forwards. Actually, pretty much always dodge to the side. Because dodging forwards, again, death like War doesn't get iframes. Like that.
Impossible.
Alright, let's see if I can figure out where we are. Oh, we've got a ways to go. And we got a whole optional dungeon over here, too. Excuse me, cough. I swallowed my own spit. Or I inhaled. Anyway. Was it not in here? Now I'm mumbling and I'm off topic. Most of the optional dungeons require at least one power to be unlocked. So I'm not even going to bother looking into them until we get through the first dungeon. We have just enough time to get there before I have to call it a video. As far as Despair is concerned, we have a lot more control over the horse. His maneuverability is better. What? So, for the most part, everything about Darksiders 2, responsiveness of controls, character design, well, character design is par for the course. As far as I know, they did a pretty good job replicate. There's another one of those damn... I think I need to shoot those, which means I need to get the gun. We won't get the gun till later. But mechanically speaking, the gameplay is better across the board, much more responsive. Death feels just better to play, but the game is still partially plagued by the bugs that I was spending an awful lot of time complaining about in the second half of Darksiders 1, where there's some instances, especially with Death's Wall run, where it just doesn't trigger. Or he's, you know, when you're in the middle of running away from, say, lava, which is what they're talking about having us turn back on, is their lava flow. There's another one of those damn things. And you have to make a quick transition from, you know, a left to a right. Death will sometimes not do that, and he'll just jump straight up. So it's, you essentially have to stop all input and then change direction, which is sometimes ill-advised at best and completely insane at worst in certain situations. This is who I was thinking of when I was thinking, this is carved. This is not Ulfane. Ulfane does not do this. Again, it's been a couple of years. Like a decade.
The tales be true. A rider has come to the realm.
Not another one.
You're the Nephilim, the one they call Death. How did you get here?
Took a wrong turn. It appears I'm stranded here with the rest of you.
If you seek the cauldron, you should know that it fell to corruption fair long ago. I can still feel the fire itself rumbling deep in the earth.
I'll take my chances. Your shaman has offered me a talisman if I bring her the materials.
You'd be wise to accept then. Her craft is mighty powerful.
Where do I find Stalker's bone?
You'll find stalkers prowling the cauldron. Should be simple work, if your name is any indication. Say, if you're headed in there, do you mind doing something for me?
Yes, I mind. Aren't I doing enough already?
Perhaps, though it seems to me you're doing right enough for yourself. Our benefit being a fortunate side effect. Well, if it ain't much trouble, I left an old metal platter in there, with the image of 2 hammers scribed in the center. Not much to look at, but it was my journeyman piece. Last thing I ever forged.
A dish? You want me to bring you a dish?
Yes, well, it has sentimental value. If you find it, I'll make it worth your while.
No different than the others. Less pleasant on the eyes, for one.
I could say no less for you. Folks around town call me Pup or Lad, but I prefer my own name. Karn.
Pup it is, then.
As you will. Matters not to me.
Why not restore the fire yourself?
I came here just for that purpose. Figured I'd pop the cork, so to speak. Be the hero. But the cauldron is locked up well and tight, and the way through is swallowed by fire. You look capable enough. Perhaps you can find a way. I'll wait here and guard the entrance.
Death is a dick. But he's funny. Okay. Unlike War, who's just kind of angry, Death is sardonic. He wants to fix the problem he's set out for himself to fix. And that's it. And he keeps getting dragged into this crap over and over and over again. Other people's problems, and it drives him crazy. But his response to that isn't get angry and kill everybody. It's just to be kind of a sarcastic asshole, which is actually makes him a great character. But anyway, I'm going to call it a video here. We're a couple minutes shy of the deadline, but we're getting into a very, very long dungeon. So I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.